אוקיי, היי, מה המצב? עבר זמן מה? או ליתר רק אשכרה כמה שעות? ליטרלי? מי שדואג, כן, ישנתי, אני בסדר. מי שרוצה לדעת, בקולדאון שלנו הפעם, Justice for all ending. אני די בטוח שאני עשיתי את זה כבר. אז אולי זה אני אעשה אובג'קשן 2004. אוקיי, זה יותר טוב, זה יותר טוב. זה מרגיש הרבה יותר טוב. אז היי! מה שלום כולם? עבר זמן מה מאשר... כל הזמן אני מתחיל ככה. למה אני לא יכול לחשוב על משהו יותר אוריגינלי להתחיל איתו? זה מתחיל כאילו... זה כאילו אני מתחיל להיות כבר כמו קסטה שבורה פה. אבל היי! אני שמח שלפחות אני מצליח אשכרה לעשות פרקים. שזה בעיניי הרבה יותר טוב, אישית. אז... כן! נראה שאין לוגים. אז אני אעשה משהו שהוא קצת ריסקי בנקודה הזאתי. ואני אעשה עכשיו לונץ'. מי שרצה לדעת זה היה Trials Objection 2004. מה שעכשיו עובד. נראה שהכל בסדר. אז אני אזכור את זה. הרי פה. נראה שאם הלייב שלי אשכרה עובד, אני יכול פשוט להתחיל ישר. שזה כיף. וואו, כמעט 2 בלילה היה פה. אומייגאד. אז כן. פעם קודמת בטרבלד הבלייז. וואו, אני מופתע עד כמה אני דפקתי שם בלילה. אולי זה המוח שלי פשוט לא עובד. זה באמת מה שאני חושב, אולי זה אשכרה המוח שלי לא עובד. אבל כן, פעם קודמת, די בייסיקלי. תודה רבה. בייסיקלי פתרנו את הבעיה של דמאסק 2 עם הנושא של 4. עכשיו זה השתנה לככה. וזה רק אני חושב שזה חדש עכשיו שזה 72, אני בטוח שזה 67 או משהו. Lesson number 4 but is actually the ringleader has extraterritorial rights. Oh boy. אוקיי. אני לא אגש קצת הרבה דברים על מה שעברנו פעם קודמת. בייסיקלי אנחנו אמרנו ש... קירקס 4 הוא בעצם היה רינגלידר. עוד כמה שהמוח שלו הוא קצת הייזי היה, אני יכול להתרכז יותר בקלות ככה, אבל לפחות יש מוזיקה ברקע. ב-15 למרץ, 2:11 בבוקר, פיאצ'ום נטרליס לובי. I can't believe it, sir. Extraterritoriality. Yes. And there's nothing we can really do about that. In the end, we didn't have enough authority to bring him to justice. I can't believe that even though we know he's the boss, we can't lay a finger on him. I know. מה זה? זה יפה, זה חדש. Still Samurai, Paulino Alba. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor! Sorry to skip out on you, but I've got some business to take care of. באמת. If we can't even give an evil guy like him a slap on the wrist, then what the heck were our laws created for? What good are they? If the law can't help us, then I'll go as the other garage and take care of this myself. Don't you dare. Mr. Dwarf. Sorry, that was a bit too harsh. I know how you feel, sir. We've tried to take on an ambassador after all. And he did tell us earlier to get out of the theater. This is kinda their country, I guess. And I feel like I've been slapped across the face for just doing my job. What am I going to do? Should I retreat for now and formulate a better plan of attack? Oh. Come on, everyone! We can't give up yet! Okay. I want you to think about something for a sec. We've never line up for even a second, and as long as we don't stop investigating, we might find a rotten treasure hidden here. She's right. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. You're right, Kay. Very well. Let's reopen the investigation and see what we find. Come on, Kay. Right behind you. Okay. Then I'll go check out Babel a bit more, sir. And I have something that I need to investigate further in Alabast. Az már nem Kay. Now then, before I gather any more information, I should do a bit of housekeeping. Oh, passion flower data erased from the organizer. Huh. Zeraka passion flowers! Ambassador Alba seemed agitated over something. I wonder why. There are two special circumstances that surround the ambassador. אני האמת קצת מופתע שזה אשכרה שתי different culprits. נעשה רגע פה סטופ, כי זה די חשוב בשבילי. זה שני different culprits. זה שני culprits שונים. באותו case. This is ridiculous. אבל I guess זה הגיוני, מצד אחד יש את הסמוגלינג רינג, ומצד אחד יש את הגרסו. אז I guess. נעשה את זה מחדש. There are two special circumstances that surround the ambassador. First, the embassy itself has extraterritorial rights. If something happens on Alabastian soil, we are unable to legally prosecute him. Cool! Sounds like embassies are the perfect place to steal whatever you want. And Murder the Mask 2 run a smuggling operation and making counterfeit bills, apparently. But I thought all that counterfeiting was done by Mr. Kocha and Babel? Alba who are mastermind as Alba. Yes. He apparently used the embassy's coupon printing press to do it. But it's the same story over there anyway. Babel also has extraterritorial rights. Which brings me to my next point. The ambassador's extraterritorial rights. Those rights are effective even in our own country. Really? No matter what happens, he can never be tried in our courts. He retains some very special rights indeed. Basically, no matter what wrongs he may commit, we can never bring him to trial here. So I guess we don't really stand a chance, do we? We might stand a chance if we can somehow nullify either one of his special rights. This was taken just before the two ambassadors gave their bouquets to the Steel Samurai. Wait, is it just my imagination? Or is there something in this picture that I've seen before? Oh my god! הנה אחד מהדברים שאני חשבתי עליהם, שאני לא יודע אם אני דיברתי על... אני לא יודע אם זה אשכרה הופיע בקייס. החלק פה למעלה של הסכין מאלבסט מתאם עם הפק הזה בגלל שזה אותו סטייל אם מסתכלים על זה טוב. אם מסתכלים על זה טוב. לא, זה אותו סטייל. זה הפק. זה נראה סכין! זה אותו הדבר פה! There's just something in this picture that I've seen before. It appears to be a bouquet of Parisian cyclamens and roses. Wow! You even know the exact species? I never would have figured you for an expert on flowers. It's all because of those flowers that old lady sends me every month. Just look at me. I sound like some sort of botanist. So, what exactly is this yellow flower here? That one? I'm not sure. מאוד יותר מגעיל זה שאם בעצם לא מסתכלים על זה יותר עמוק, אפשר לראות את הסכין בתור דומה לפרחים האחרים. אומייגאד, זה אשכרה מגעיל. What? You don't know? As far as I can recall, I've never seen a flower like this before. I feel as though I've seen this shape somewhere before. Babel's national symbol is the butterfly, and Alabast's is the flower. It would appear that someone is employing the old hide a tree in the forest trick. What are you mumbling to yourself about? Wait, what? The handle on this knife. Ah! Yes, it's the handle that was supposed to be on the blade that killed Mr. Cochin. The weapon that killed him was carried through the Fiatrum Neutralis. In the very bouquet Ambassador Alba was carrying. The flower motif. Looks like one of the flower petals is missing. Oh! Take a look at the weapon itself! It's missing the exact same petal! The knife in this photo is most definitely the same as this murder weapon. יכול להיות עוד משהו מעניין פה? לארי. ראינו פה, גם ראינו. אני אתעלם מזה בינתיים. זה מראה את זה שעשיתי הכל. תראי לו לוג'יק רגע. שכחתי להשתיק. התפוחים האלה הם לא דומים. גייוואר אימפריאל הוטל וגלובל סטודיוס. גלובל סטודיוס obviously זה סטיל סמוראי, גייוואר הוטל, אני לא יודע למה זה ככה. אבל סבבה. אוקיי, לא עובד. מה אמרת? I only checked this out earlier but never heard taking another look. Okay. There's that troublemaker standing there smack in the center making 2 peace signs. Wow! The Steel Samurai stands out even more than the 2 ambassadors in this picture. Oh hey! The person who playing the Steel Samurai is one of your friends, right? No, I have no idea who it is. Wow, Miles! Wait, but you just said he. You knew which gender he was, so you must know him, right? I beg that you please refrain from talking about that person with me ever again. Miles! Mr. Paulina has a really great smile, don't you think? But he was really happy when they're going to become Kadupia again. Perhaps. But instead he became the greatest victim in today's case. An ambassador like him who's always thinking of his country is really to be admired. Yeah, although this happened, I hope they'll be able to reunite the country someday. I hope so as well. But for that to happen, we need to solve this case first. We need to see that those who would harm the new Kudobia are locked away. And we will! I can't believe he was pretending to be a harmless old grandpa. Talk about deceptive! I don't suppose anyone expected him to change that drastically. I bet he's thinking of something evil behind that cheery smile. Okay, please try to remain calm and focused on the here and now. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I got all worked up there. Well, the only way we're going to be able to steal the truth is if we keep on investigating. כמה שאותה זה הפרחים של פלינה. אז באמת כבר מרגיש useless. These flowers were sent by Global Studios. Global Studios? That's where they filmed the Steel Samurai television show. They have been broadcasting hit after hit recently, so the studio is being remodeled. Oh, I read about that in the papers the other day. That mascot of theirs is also getting a facelift, too. Right? What's his name? You mean Miss Monkey? Or Mrs. Monkey. Whatever. Yeah! I thought it was something like that. You really have a great memory. Huh. Never underestimate the power of recollection. Okay. Flowers were sent by a variety of people and businesses to celebrate the Goodwill event. Even the Steel Samurai received some flowers from the ambassadors. There are so many bouquets here, it's like a wedding ceremony. I believe the flowers are for a slightly different reason. What do you mean? This event was supposed to be like a wedding between Alabasta and Babel, right? Actually, they are more in a state of divorce. Okay then. Then this event was supposed to be the remarriage ceremony. Oh my god. I suppose you could call it that. אין שום סיכוי שאני יכול להיות בלוג'יק. There's something he doesn't want to investigate. בגלל שהרינגליד, הדבר היחיד שאפשר לחשוב עליו זה ה-counterfeit bills. לא. לא. גם אפילו ששניהם קשורים לבאבל, אין כזה היגיון לחבר את שניהם. כן קשר בין ה-renovations לבין ספציפית ה-counterfeit operation. אפילו ה-renovations? What? What? Okay, sure, I guess. הקונקשן היחיד שאני יכול לחשוב עליו זה באבל. We know that the counterfeit bills were printed using the embassy's press. But the necessary materials, such as the Babylonese ink and paper, must have been hidden in a secure location. But what do you think would have happened if the renovation had begun? Oh! Oh! יש לי את זה עכשיו. Oh! לא צריך לחשוב על זה. היה אמור להיות renovations, אבל זה התבטל. בשביל להסתיר את ה-counterfeit bills. בשביל כל האייטמים שה-counterfeit bills יהיו בזה. Oh. Well, he probably had to find a better hiding place. Or get rid of it all. Right. So we can assume that the renovation was the cause of the plate and the bills disposal. And the reason Mr. Cochran was killed as the ringleader of the smuggling operation. Based on what we know, who do you think was the one with the most to gain? Okay, well, Colias? Okay. Alba. Because שהוא האשכרה ringleader. פעלנו לא עד שום דבר, ואם כל הזמן חושבים שקוצ'ן הוא המאסטרמיינד, אלבה נהיה במרצה פה, כן יופי. It's the one person who has been erasing all evidence of the smuggling operation. From both embassies. The co-conspirator is mopping up Ambassador Alba. Who is mopping up Ambassador Alba? Ambassador Alba had a very strong motive to kill Manny Cochran. Okay. The cause of Ambassador Alba's agitation, the rotten treasure we may find, and the motive for killing Mr. Cochran. Miss Yu said it herself that she didn't kill anyone tonight. If we were to take her words at face value, then the reason for the ambassador's nervousness can only be one thing. הרצח של Cochran. He didn't want us to discover the real circumstances under which Mr. Cochran was killed. Then you mean Ambassador Alba is the real killer? I thought the two of them were friends. Maybe they were. But what if Mr. Cochin was the one who first betrayed their friendship? Oh, I get it. Wasn't Mr. Cochin pushing really hard for Mr. Polino to be ambassador after the reunification? Yes, and that is the real reason why he wanted to steal Alabast's Primidoc statue. So Mr. Cochin hired the mask too to go steal it for him. But then, when Ambassador Alba found out what he was up to, he killed Mr. Cochin? It is definitely a possibility at this point. Those two really were thinking of no one but themselves. But the question now is, how did he do it? Ambassador Alba was in Alabast, but Mr. Cochin's body was discovered in Babel, right? Right. And that is what we must solve next. Okay. Wracając do tej investigation, Kenny tiedzę. I believe we now understand why Ambassador Alba was so nervous and agitated. It must have something to do with where Mr. Cochin was killed. A place where the Alabastian ambassador was likely to meet the Babylonese Mr. Cochin. A place where Ambassador Alba could have committed the murders. המשרד שלו. או שזה יגיד פיאטרום ניטרליס.
Take that!
Okay, זה כן רוצה ניטרליס. The only place that makes sense is here, at the Fiatrum Neutralis. What? Here? The Goodwill event was being held here today, correct? So, the only place that the both of them would have been is in here. But if that's the case, then everything changes. This sphere isn't actually Alabastian land. That wipes out one of those extraterritorial rights he has. It makes logical sense, in which case it is a reason for us to investigate further. So what should we check out? Well, let's see. I believe we should check the immigration records for both Alabast and Babel post-haste. Babel's records should be easy to obtain. However, the problem will be Alabast. I wonder if they will allow us to see their records despite the order to vacate.
Objection!
Oh! Francisco! I'm already one step ahead of you, Miles Edgeworth. Francisco. I have here the security footage from both Alabast and Babel. You would do well to take a look at its contents. Perfect! You move fast. I won't call my strengths to be perfect in every way. It's my nature to keep on retreating like this. I took the liberty of looking over the Babel investigation reports as well. From now on, you will make no excuse to back down or say that we can't solve this case. Sorry about earlier. We won't be beaten. Because my little subordinate is going to try his very best, isn't he? Hasn't she patronized me enough already for a lifetime? Ah, Francisca. So, this video contains footage from Alabast's immigration screening area. I really hope there's something in here that we can use. But okay. Alba, Larry. minute footage should I examine? 21. 23? נעשה 21. זה הדבר שהכי אינטרסטינג כאן. אם באמת, לא הייתי בטוח ב-21, כי אני לא ראיתי כמו שצריך, אז הרלוונטי כאן זה 23. Doesn't something about this lump's shape strike you as odd? Huh? Isn't it supposed to be this shape? No. There's clearly something odd about the bulge. If only we have the pushcart itself, we could compare and confirm my hunch. Next, let's check the footage from Babble's security camera. I hope it shows us something good. There wasn't a single sign of suspicious person or anything. That right there is the contradiction. Oh my goodness, if I steal samurai! Huh? Did I miss something? I didn't miss anything. Because there was nothing to miss. However, what is missing is the image of Mr. Cochet entering his own country. Oh, gone. But wasn't his body found in Babel? It would appear that the true face of our final puzzle has finally revealed itself. Oh. Ambassador Alba. I thought I had asked you and your group to vacate the premises, Mr. Edgeworth. Hey, שוב. האמת, קצת מצחיק לחשוב על זה, אבל... לאלבה ליטרלי יש... שתיל? שהוא בעצם, הוא כעץ, והוא גם ליטרלי נראה כמו עץ, גם הברייקדאון שלו הוא גם נסדק כמו עץ. What the fuck? או לפחות דמג', לא נראה לי שהגענו לברייקדאון. אבל הדמג' הוא כאילו נסדק. Actually, I first should let you know that this theater sits on my country soil. You've had your fun, and I've enjoyed our little game. I dare say that you've even achieved a new high score. However, once you've recorded the score, that same game can never be replayed again. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Your game is done, and it's game over. No. Objection! Where do you think you're going at this time of night? After admitting to my crime, I was overcome with regret. So I'm headed to the airport now to return home. Oh, hello! I'm afraid I can't let you do that. There are still too many issues we need to discuss with you. You can't stop me, Mr. Edgeworth, and you know it. Huh? Oh. Alina! Please, may I have a bit of your time, Ambassador Alba? Ambassador Polino! Even just a teeny tiny bit is fine with me. The already strained relationship between our countries is in a precarious situation, you know. Very well, if you insist. I will play just one more round with them and see what they want. Not that they'll get any further. Ambassador Polino. Mr. Edgeworth. All I wish is for another normalization of relationships between our two countries. Well, there's one person standing in the way of that dream. I believe in you. You'll do what's right. Thank you for your vote of confidence. Now then, what was it that you wanted to ask me about? I do have a flight to catch after all. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to limit you to just one question. That's more than enough. Because I only have one question anyway. I want to hear your alibi about how you couldn't have killed Mr. Manny Cochin. Oh, I see. You seem to have a good hand this time around. This should be fun. Also, der Schauspieler, den gar nicht mehr zu coachen. Interesting. This really is the very last chance we have to bring him down. I won't allow even an atom-sized contradiction to slip by. Oh! Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, הנדק שם פתאום דברים פה ישמרו. אוקיי, הכל בסדר. Frankly, I still don't understand why I'm being placed under suspicion here. Under your hypothetical scenario, Mr. Koji and I were fellow smugglers. But to get to the point, I was in alibis the whole time. So it's simply not possible for me to have killed him in Babel. That's my alibi. So that is your alibi? That is correct. It's simply not possible for me to have committed a crime in Babel. Now that we've cleared that up, I would appreciate if you would move out of my way.
Hold it!
I said hold it. What is it this time? I thought I told you I would allow only one question. You did. But you still have yet to really answer my one question. What? Until you tell us the truth, I will refuse to budge an inch from when I'm standing. Very well. I'll play with you just a little longer. Miles Edgeworth, as my subordinate and representative of this country's prosecutors, don't fuck this up. You are forbidden to lose. Okay, wow, that's unlucky. Of course, there is something I've understood from the start. That guy's the one who my father killed, isn't he? Yes, I believe so. The goal of the first Iteration was to capture the smuggling ring's leader. My father and Uncle Bad. Their legacy will live on. Through me! So that's why we just got to catch him, okay? We will. I promise. Now, Ambassador Alba, let's have the truth now, shall we? No matter how many times you ask, my answer remains the same. Okay. I was in Alabas the whole time. Oh. Obvious. הוא היה דקה אחרי שעשיתי סמוראי בה.
Objection!
Nope. Alba's alibi. Okay. It's simply not possible to have killed him Babel as my alibi. Oh, I can! אולי פה?
Objection!
איזה תמונות יש לי בסקיוריטי קאמרה אם אני יכול בכלל להסתכל על זה שוב? חמש, 21, 22, 23 ו-25. למה יש לי פוטאג' מ-25? זה השאלה שלי. זה 2 דקות אחרי העברה של הסטיל סמוראי.
Hold it!
And what exactly did you do while you were in Alabast? I had a meeting with the Steel Samurai, and they arranged a few files. Around that time, that thief who was sneaking in took me by surprise.
Objection!
Are you saying I was the most to make the first move? Yes. And it was after I was attacked that I hit him on the head with the Primodox statue. Unfortunately, he died from the blow, but it was an act of justified self-defense.
Objection!
למי אכפת עכשיו מדמאסק 2? Calling it that doesn't cover up what you really did. Cover up? No, my boy, I'm not covering up anything. I'm telling the truth. You weren't planning to admit it, which is why you tried to frame the Steel Samurai. If you weren't an ambassador, I'd be letting my whip fly loose on you right now. I am terribly sorry that I didn't clean up the body, but I'm a busy man. I had a speech to give in the Rose Garden after that, you know.
Objection!
Yet despite that, you still had time to kill Mr. Kuchin, didn't you?
Objection!
Oh! זה היה ממש אחד עמוק! Man is evil, and I'm sure you are familiar with the facts. But Mr. Kocha was killed in Babel while I was all the way in Alabast. It's not possible to have killed him in Babel. That's my alibi.
Hold it!
You insist that it's not possible for you to have killed Mr. Kochan in Babel. And you're correct. Oh, I thought you put a bit more of a fight. But you must concede. But if you must concede to me. The only thing that I'm conceding is that it's not possible for you to have killed him in Babel. I am not conceding that your alibi is the truth. Oh, I see. However, no matter how you try, know that you can't crush my alibi. It would be not wise not to underestimate the prosecutor of this country. We'll see about that. So, Mr. Kochan was a friend of Ambassador Alba. If that's true, then why did the ambassador kill him? It's not like in the case of my father where he ordered someone to do it. The problem we have here is we don't know what their exact relationship was. Indeed. If they had complete trust in each other, then there is no motive for murder. However, both men were very selfish. I believe that this is where his motive arose. אז אולי זה פה, זה הסטיימנט הראשון. אם מדברים על הנושא של הסלפיש, אז קואוצ'ן עשה את דמאסק 2. קואוצ'ן עשה את דמאסק 2. זה יהיה מצחיק אם זה היה תמונה פה. לא. רגע. What? זה אשכרה complete contradiction. Or fellow smugglers. אולי צריך לעשות פרסים קודם?
Hold it!
Being the leader of a smuggling ring while taking on the duties of an ambassadorship. Don't you think that the combination is more than enough reason for suspicion? Then there's the matter of the crossbow arrows and the primitive statues.
Objection!
All of that is nothing more than your flights of fancy. What do you mean by that? You were a smuggler.
Hold it!
It's not a hypothesis. Earlier we proved it to be what happened. Well, let's leave that one that to the one side for now. Because it doesn't change the fact that I have no motive. Oh? So you really had no reason to kill Mr. Coach? Oh my god. הוא קודם רוצה לדבר על אלוביי, אבל הנה עכשיו יש motive. If you want to suppose I had one, then why not? I'll indulge you. After all, this is nothing more than a silly game to me. Even if that's how you see things, I'd appreciate it if you would take me seriously. I'm sorry. I suppose you're in a bit of a pickle. Very well. A game is no fun if the playing field isn't level. Therefore, I formally declare that I have no motive to kill. Now, let's see you disprove it. Can he stand here looking proud when he knows he killed another human being? Well, I'm not going to stand by and just watch him get away with his crimes. In that case, somebody will have to have... What motive would I have had to kill my co-conspirator? I'm selfish. Damn him selfish. You both know the code in K. איך שכחתי מה שהיה לפני בערך חצי שעה או משהו? אומייגאד. ach, למדנו לוקיישן. פיאץ' מנטרלס.
Objection!
חסר שזה דאבל פרס. פרס לקבל ניו סטייטמנט ואז לעשות עוד פרס. I'm going to have to kill my co-conspirator.
Objection!
We don't know their exact relationship. אך לא יודעים את ה-complete relationship, אבל both men were selfish.
Objection! Objection!
מה? what? היי, ברוט פורס answering גוזר לפעמים. הפתק של דמאסק 2 היה בעצם בגלל קואוצ'ן, היה בעצם קשור לקואוצ'ן וזה היה, הכל הזה היה קואוצ'ן, אבל מה הקשר פה? If you want to know, I believe you did have a motive to kill. It was because Mr. Cochin had betrayed you. But you had your own reason too. Namely, you wanted to pin the smuggling all on him. Evil begets evil. Or begets. Whatever. And because you were trying to test each other, it turned into this mess.
Objection!
I don't believe this. You have a bad penchant for telling them tall tales, Mr. Edgeworth. And if you're not, then I suppose you have some proof to support your argument. I never use guesswork in moving my cases forward. It has been proven that this note was written by Mr. Cochin's hand. Shall we take a look at it? 10. Oh, רגע! לא רציתי כזה לישון את זה, אבל עם הסטאצ' של אלבאסט. רגע, מה? אוקיי, רגע. כשדמאסק 2 היה שם, זה כבר היה אחרי הסוויץ'. כשדמאסק 2 היה שם, זה היה אחרי הסוויץ' כנראה. מפה זה הפסל של באבו, מפה זה ה-counterfeit bills. Okay. The content of the note is a request calling for the theft of Alabast's Primdog statue. By killing him and pushing all the gear to of the smuggler onto him, you walk away spotless. I believe you understand what I'm driving at. You have more than a few reasons to kill him.
Objection!
Are you finished with your hypothesizing? Excuse me? Let's suppose I did have a motive. If it's so, a motive or a thought alone can't kill. Isn't that right? I didn't expect him to resort to playing the semantics game with me. It appears that this is where the real battle will begin. Now then, if you will excuse me. Wait, what? I told you at the very beginning, didn't I? You only get one question. Ugh. Ambassador Alba, if you could please just give us a bit more of your time. Doesn't matter what kind of man he was. He was my subordinate. Which is why I would like for us to figure out the real cause of his death. There is something for Babel to figure out, and something to which I have no relation to. Oh. I even turned down the request for Ambassador Polino. Oh, I'm very sorry, but But it seems that now even my voice falls on deaf ears. There is no need for you to apologize, Ambassador Polino. I must find some way to stop him from leaving. It seems that there are no further objections. In that case, please allow me to return home. Oh. Me. Misa. Oh! Okay. Hold it right there, Ambassador Alba. Okay. Like I said, Mr. Edgeworth, the other Garçon's legacy will live on through me. Yes, but how do you suggest we stop him from leaving? You just leave that to me. Ambassador Alba, do you recognize this? Oh. The cell phone? No, it's organizer. Oh, okay. No, if I should recognize that tired organizer. Wait, where have I seen that before? That should burn Faraday? That is a clue my father, Burn Faraday, left for us. Okay, so again, Burn Faraday. Did you say Burn Faraday? Mr. Faraday's organizer. Don't tell me this is the one from the second KG8 incident. The one in which you wrote about the Yatagarasu's key. Oh. Yes. This organizer belonged to the prosecutor you had Miss Yu killed 7 years ago. I have no idea what you're talking about. You say that it was related to me. Like it was related to me. Inside this organizer, he wrote up every detail of every evil thing you did. What an amusing little girl you are. But that sort of trickery won't work on me. If you won't believe me, then take a look at this. And what is that toy there? Little thief. That's... This thievery device was used by the Adegrasso, or rather, by my father. 7 years ago, he used this when he snuck into this embassy. What? These 2 pieces of evidence that hold information that Adegrasso dug up on you. If you go home now, I won't hesitate to send it all to Alabasta, right behind you. Oh, girl. Get to the point. I want you to go up against Mr. Edgeworth one more time. No, say that again one more time! זה לא יהיה מספיק! זה יהיה עוד אחד, אם זה לא היה מספיק! זה פשוט לא היה מספיק, you guys! If you win, then I'll hand you these 2 pieces of evidence. Yadagarasu! Ever the foil in my side. Hey, does that organizer really contain any information on his dirty dealings? It's nothing case-breaking, really. Ah, it was just a bluff. Even if it was, we still can't let all the info my father and Uncle Bat found go to waste. Plus, just the existence of Little Thief is troublesome enough for him. Those 2 pieces. Aren't they keepsakes of your father? It's okay. I believe in Mr. Edgeworth. He'll come out on top in the end. Okay. When the going gets tough, someone's gonna beat him, put the wind back in your sails. Oh. Oh. לחצתי את הכפתור של המניו. Sorry. After all this time, you're still quite the feisty one. I applaud your powerful nature. I refuse to lose this too. Ambassador Alba, you won't be returning home until you give us further testimony. How dare you all, burying a person like me? Ambassador Alba, your testimony, if you please. Alright, but this is the absolute last. Then, even if you can't use all the power of Ambassador Paulino's office, you won't stop me. I can't let this opportunity chaos create for me to go to waste. Oh my god! The last time I met with Mr. Coacher was here at the Fiatrum Naturalis. After that, I was in Alabasta the rest of the time, as I stated earlier. In any case, I did not see Mr. Coacher again after that. So you see, there is no time span in which I could have killed him, wouldn't you agree? A time? No, since you people were practically begging, I'll allow you to question me. What an arrogant old man! Yeah, but no matter. We can't allow this chance to escape us. תפסיק לך להגיד, כל הזמן בזה תחבוש למען נוגע במניו. I will warn you though. You've reached the end of my patience. Waste my time with any inane questions and you will be punished. Oh, לא נונסנס הזה עוד פעם! So any needless person you're presenting will hurt our case. In that case, the only thing you can do is to present the correct evidence. Understood? Of course. I don't intend him to intimidate me. I know Mr. Kocha was skilled before he returned to Babel. In which case, there's only one statement in which I need to present the evidence. קואוצ'ן לא היה בבאבל. קואוצ'ן לא חזר לבאבל. אבל וואו, אשכרה רציתי לעשות את ה-BS הזה עוד פעם. That's fine. לפחות אני יודע שזה guaranteed פרס. In any case, I don't see Coach enough for that. They say there was no time in which I could have killed him, wouldn't you agree? I met with Coach in here at Fiatum Tralis. After that, I was in Albus the whole time. Yeah, I guess I did not see coaching after. There's no time spent in which I could have killed him, wouldn't you agree?
Objection!
Hello? Okay, wake up. You don't see coaching after that. Oh. Was in Alabaster arrested. יודע מתי התמונה הזאת נלקחה? אוקיי, זה הדיוק פה, כי... כן, הדבר הראשי בתמונה זה בעצם שהוא הביא סכין, גם אפילו שלא אמור להיות סיבה בכלל להביא סכין. I'd like you to take a look at this picture. It's a rather nice picture, isn't it? It was to commemorate the restoration of relations between our nations. Oh, it's commemorative, all right. But that captures the proof that I need to show that it was you who committed the murder. Come again? This is the knife that killed Mr. Coach. Oh! A connection is there, okay. So you recognize it, as well as you should, for it was you who brought it to this theater. You hid among the flowers you were to give to the steel samurai, meaning that you killed Manny Kuchen here at death at the theater. It's time for me to catch my flight.
Objection!
What? We're not through yet.
Objection!
It's game over for you, Mr. Edgeworth. But I thank you for the entertainment. No matter how passionately you orate, the end result will be the same. לא יודע, קצת תגביר לרגע. I won't be returning to this country ever again. That's right. This man is an ambassador. And he has extraterritorial rights. Oh my god, that girl! No matter how hard he cheats after him, won't be able to have it tried in court. Yes, that's exactly the face you should be making. The face of a worthless core. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, I must bid you farewell. The courts. Is there no one who can lay a finger on this man? Is this really the end?
Knuckle back!
Lang! Oh! Agent Lang! Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Prosecutor! Get out of my way! My plane is scheduled to take off soon. Sorry, but you're not going anywhere, Mr. Alba. I'm for playing games with you people. You can't touch me. If you do, it would spark an international incident, Agent Lang. Sorry, but no, it wouldn't. What? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Good job holding the fort down here until I got back. So, Mr. Alba, your diplomatic immunity has just been revoked. Oh! What do you mean, revoked? Spare me this nonsense and let me through.
Knuckle back!
Lang Z says, before aiming for the throat, shoot the neck shield off first. Interpol headquarters and the Imperial household of the Kingdom of Alabast. Took a while to get things rolling, but they finally moved on it. The Imperial household? You, what have you done? You have been relieved of your duties as ambassador, Mr. Alba. What? I'm getting in on these stuck wits. Effective today, effective right now. And you have Mr. Prosecutor's videotape to thank for this. The video the ethical rights are protected? You can't be arrested simply because you're an ambassador. In that case, I thought I would strip you of that title. You underestimated me. At the center of the founder of the detainment philosophy, Lang Z. 4,000 years of deeply entrenched communications and networks around the world have really paid off. Oh! It can't be! I don't believe this! Ambassadorship has been revoked. Looks like you're finally going to the crypts with your new standing. Woohoo! Looks like he's turned docile again. He's probably in shock from the loss of his shield. What a shame. I had so wanted to use my whip on him. Why is this happening to me? I'm just a hard-working, honest ambassador. Oh, fuck off. Do you really think you can still pull that trick on us now? We've already ripped away the mask and seen you for who you really are, Mr. Alba. No! I won't be stopped now! He still intends to fight us? Oh my god! What the fuck? Moses! So what if I'm no longer an ambassador? You still don't have any evidence of... Oh my god. So what if I'm no longer an ambassador?
You still don't have any evidence on me. The fact remains that you cannot arrest me.
I'd expect no less from you, the boss of the smuggling ring. Oh, that's up to you, Mr. Prosecutor.
Understood. You said that I killed Mr. Coachman in the theater. But even if that's true, there was a knife in my bouquet. But even if it's true that there was a knife in my bouquet, I left the bouquet in the theater. So anyone could have taken it out from there and used it, right? Besides, the claim that he was killed here itself is odd. After all, wasn't his body discovered in Babel?
בסדר, זה את הגופה. אוקיי. רק רציתי לברר את זה למשהו, כי המשרד של קואוצ'ה נשרף. אם מדברים על התזוזה של הגופה, אז מדברים על... אז יש את השריפה. wasn't burned badly by the fire. אבל אם ניגש לפי האש השנייה, כל המשרד נשרף. לא הכל עפר, אבל עדיין.
Are you claiming that I carried this body all the way from over there? Preposterous!
Objection!
I'll be the one to prove whether it's preposterous or not. Ex-Ambassador Alba, are you ready? Because this is no game. This is war. Oh my god.
I killed Mr. Coachman in this theater using a knife that was stuck in my bouquet. I left the bouquet in the theater. Anyone could have taken the knife from there. Besides, Mr. Coachman's body was discovered in Babel, right? There's no way for me to have transported the body from the theater to Babel.
Oh. Oh, זה obvious עכשיו.
Look, don't you think you've had enough fun with me? You've already stolen my ambassadorship for me. Would you have me surrender too?
Not so fast!
You have no plans to ever return to this country, isn't that right? Did you know that a bunch of your subordinates are seeking asylum because of you? As if I care. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor! Put this guy off the embassy and we can finally end everything.
I know. And I will give it my all to see that he leaves in handcuffs. Without the title of ambassador, he is just another witness. Yes! Just another witness. Alright, what are we waiting for? Let's get this guy.
And get him good!
I wonder if they understand that all I can do is present evidence to the testimony. Alba's movements! Interesting.
Objection!
תודה רבה! Easy בקלות! Actually, I do believe there was a way to transport the body out of the theater. Perhaps you should give this a look.
What is that supposed to be?
Franziska! Ako pa sa Franziska עכשיו? It's the footage from a security camera that captured the state of the immigration area.
Should I congratulate you on getting your hands on it?
Just letting you know that we're not the only ones watching your every movement.
Thank you for the warning.
Now, if you could take a look at this section here. this lump here inside the pushcart. Do you know what's causing it?
Should I? Because I don't.
זה היה ככה מתי שלרי היה בניוטרליס גם. זה היה ככה מתי שלרי היה בניוטרליס, כשיצא מבאבל. אני די בטוח. In that case, allow me to enlighten you. This is the cause of the unnatural lump under the cloth in the pushcart.
Take that!
Okay.
What is the meaning of showing me that?
It's to say that the unnatural bulge in the pushcart is Mr. Cochin's body. You had the steel samurai wheel his body away from the real crime scene.
What a guess! But I wonder if you have any evidence to support it.
I admit that for now, it is but a hypothesis, however.
If you can prove it, then I'm afraid I must be on my way.
And the pushcart that's small.
I don't have any more time to play with you people.
Oh. Gumshoe!
Sorry it took so long, Mr. Edgeworth, sir!
Gummy! Detective Gumshoe, is that the steel samurai's pushcart?
Yes, sir! I found it in the open air stage area.
So that's where you went.
The detective spirit that pops left with me. Left me with.
אני אקרא את זה מחדש.
The detective spirit that pops left me with. I thought I would follow my gut and go with it, sir. So, Mr. Edgeworth, is this worth anything to the case? Examination! Examination!
Yes, it just might be a major role in solving this case, Detective. Something isn't right. I thought that the entire samurai family was in Alabasta. Where exactly in the open air stage area did you find this pushcart?
I found it just lying down at the edge of the stage, sir.
Oh. Well, let's leave that for now and examine the inside, Detective.
Yes, sir. It's blood.
This must be Mr. Cochin's blood. Which only goes to prove that Mr. Cochin's body was indeed transported by this pushcart.
מוכן להסביר?
I believe you understand what this means, correct? You killed Mr. Cochin at this theater and then placed his body inside the pushcart. And then you forced the steel samurai to unwittingly move the body for you.
Objection!
I forced him to move the body into Alabasta. What nonsense! Why would I bother to do such a thing?
Objection!
You were scheduled to make a speech in Alabasta, meaning it was difficult for you to make a stop in Babel. However, what if you moved the body to Alabasta? Because it was your embassy, you could keep an eye on it and tamper with the evidence. And then you smuggled it out of Alabasta. Oh, זה אשכרה עושה את זה יותר מטורף! In actuality, כי... זה אומר שהמצב היחיד שבגופה בעצם קיבלה את השריפה, את הדמג' מהשריפה, זה היה מתי שאיכשהו העבירו אותו למשרד של קוצ'ן. שהוא נשרף.
And then you smuggle it out of Albus. אני לא זוכר מה עשיתי את זה, אני לא עשיתי. No! הוא ליטרלי סדוק כמו העץ, what the fuck? If I can show you how you move the body from Alabas to Babel, then I win. But you can't! The security between the two countries is incredibly tight. Oh, but you want to judge whether I can or cannot prove it. And so I ask you to provide us with testimony regarding your movements after your return to Alabast. How's that, Dwarf? Have you figured it out? Did you know how the body was moved? באופן מצחיק, הנה מה שאני חושב. קואוצ'ן ואלבה עשו את הסוויץ' עם הפסלים. בין אלבאסט לבאבל, הם עשו את הסוויץ' בפסלים. אחר כך... אני אראה ככה. קואוצ'ן ואלבה עשו סוויץ' עם הפסלים. אחר כך אלבה ושינה עשו סוויצ'ים עם הגופה. או לפחות העבירו את הגופה לשם. זה מה שאני מרגיש, אבל בוא נראה מה יקרה בו. To be honest, I have nothing to support my hypothesis at this time. However, I don't believe I made a mistake in my logic up to this point. Which means... there's no question that can't be answered, right? The Primlock statue was smuggled successfully for a brief flight through the air. So why should there be an answer as to how the body was moved? Which means that there must be a logical flaw somewhere I can exploit. אני basically נתתי את ה-explanation שלי. רגע, מה אמרת? טוב. כן, הנה. After I returned to Alabasta, I had my picture taken with the still samurai shaking hands. Then, as I was just about to start my speech, the Atagarasu appeared. I feared for the national treasures, so I raced back to my office. Is that all? Yes, that's all.
Objection!
It looks like you left out a few things. Such as the murder of the mask, too. Furthermore, you left out the part about meeting with me in your office. Those trifling matters. I don't believe I need to speak of those things again. I do so hate to waste time. What? Phew. Is not every life precious? Can you really need me to answer that for you?
Objection!
People like you cannot be allowed to wander freely through society. You better try hard, because I doubt you'll find a single contradiction. Yeah, השם של זה. Movements in Alabasta, okay. He's really full of himself, isn't he? Yes, he is. How can he be so confident at a time like this? Go, don't be shy. Go ahead and ask whatever you'd like. כן, מצטער שאני עשיתי את 4 עם אותו wavelength של לנג וגם שיר. Can't find a single contradiction. Statworth. He's totally dead on the inside, just like a hollow tree. You're the one that can calm down to side, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. At this point in time, we lack the information required to fight back properly. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor! Just say the word and I'll get him talking for you.
Don't forget that we have plenty of ways to get him to talk.
We got some real scary people on our side, okay?
Well, I'm ready to help out, Gummy. What about you?
I can't believe even you're getting into this. In that case, I'm ready too, sir. Ah, everyone, please calm down. I'll think of something.
Oh, Prince, I get it.
I was about to start my speech at the crossroad.
You're the right so fake.
Tita Grasso is just a trick that you had set up. A most amusing joke. And how do you propose that I set it up?
If you really want to know, I can explain to you in detail for you. You arranged the spotlights in the Rose Garden so that when you were to take the stage, the audience would see the Grasso's shadow.
Oh, that is an interesting tale. Certainly it has nothing to do with me. You? What's it going to take you to fess up to anything?
Very well then, let's move on to a different question. After the Grasso appeared, what was the state of the Rose Garden?
Everyone took refuge inside the embassy. I even helped with the efforts. And then, once everyone was inside, well...
Fear for the national treasure shall race back to the office.
Hold it!
And what happened after you returned to your office?
I don't want to keep on repeating this, however, upon my return, I had a stroke of bad luck and bumped into Masked Man.
Objection!
And I don't want to keep on repeating this either. But his name was the Mask too.
Who cares what he was called? At the time, he got the primitive statue that he was supposed to steal. It had already been swapped for the fake. Talk about an unlucky man being plunged to death with a fake statue.
Oh. Miss Von Commerce really letting her whip fly now.
Yeah! I think the scary part is that her silence while she's doing it.
She must be at the limit of her patience as well. But physical attacks are meaningless here. Only evidence will suffice.
זה פשוט כולם מוכנים להילחם נגד אלבה, holy shit.
Hold it!
So why was it only with the Steel Samurai? I thought the Pink Princess was also around.
The Pink Princess was suffering from a bad hip at the time. And the doctors recommended that she rest.
Wow! So you do have a soft side after all.
The pain of a bad hip. I suppose though you can really understand how it feels.
Oh, so you tend to strain your back as well, huh?
But isn't that just because you're normally all hunched over?
did need to keep up the act no matter what, I suppose.
The point of this is not to discuss my back problems. For about 15 minutes after our handshake, I was in my office preparing for the speech. I can't find a single flaw in his argument.
Okay, the first circle, okay.
But this way I won't be able to prove that he actually is guilty of anything. Are we finished here?
My little Sedgeworth, can you come up? Can you come up? If how the body was moved to Babel? יש לי ניחוש, אבל נראה שאולי אני קצת קדימה יותר. הלוג'יק שאני חושב פה זה ליטרלי אותו הדבר כמו הפסלים. זה מה שאני חושב, זה אותו הדבר כמו הפסלים.
Sir!
Mr. Edgeworth!
Even after proving so much, is he going to get away with it?
Is this the end? מי עכשיו? אוקיי. זה לארי ומנדי. אוקיי.
He appears to me just in time. It will be a great honor if you would allow us to be your allies in battle.
Evil magistrate, it is time for you to pay. It's the steel samurai?
No, you are mistaken. For I am Steel Samurai Daddy, Merryman of New Old Tokyo.
Hey, Larry and Wendy.
And this is Pink Princess Mommy.
Oh my god, זה אשכרה השם של הפינק פרינסס. Edgy Poo!
The two people that I wanted to see the least. Larry, what are you two doing here?
Hey, just show off your gratitude, Edgy. He just wanted to help. Yeesh. I'm gonna get the bad guy with a single thrust of my
Have my single thrust of my samurai speed. Go away.
How dare you be so mean to us, Edgy Poo? All three of us came to lend a hand, and this is how you treat us? Well, isn't this grand? And I see they managed to find the Iron Infant.
Does that really matter right now?
Hey! Is it just me, or is the Iron Infant completely soaked? Larry כן דיבר על זה קודם. Oh, yeah! I found him in Babel, but he was in the middle of the pool.
Wait a second. Barry, go back to what you just said.
Huh? Oh, yep, it's on me.
Not that far back.
Something about finding the Iron Infant in Babel. I found it in a pool. I don't recall there being one in Babel. זה באלבאסט. What? Oh, that! Well, I was in Alabama the whole time. I have no idea how the Iron Infant was wound up in Babel. I thought I lost him in the Rose Garden. But I guess maybe the kid can swim, huh?
Wait, what? Larry, you lost the Iron Infant in the Rose Garden?
זה למה הוא הולך לשחות שמה, huh?
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure. I found him in.
Hold it!
That's enough, Larry!
The Iron Infant that Larry lost managed to move between the two countries. Furthermore, the Iron Infant was found soaked in the middle of a pool.
This is what I've been looking for. It's the smuggling route between the countries. The key to the route the Iron Infant took to travel to Albus to Babel is... Huh?
Oh! אני לא בדיוק הבנתי את האופציה הזאתי ב-lateral symmetry, אבל זה כן, אנחנו ניגש לנושא הזה שוב, שאלבאס ובאבל הם literally סימטריים אחד לשני.
That's right. This embassy was built with bilateral symmetry in mind. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. There's a location I wish for you to examine post-haste. It is where I believe the route used to smuggle Mr. Cochin's body lies.
Does something like that really exist, sir? Oh! אז זה גורם לשאלה של איך הגופה בעצם נשרפה. איך הגוף בעצם נשרף. כי אם הוא היה במים, אז לא יכול להישרף. או לפחות זה יהיה הרבה יותר קשה לעשות את זה. שאולי זה מסביר למה זה לא היה שרוף לגמרי.
An embassy built on biological symmetry, meaning that this is where we need to examine. Oh.
Take that!
Yes, sir! I'll be back before you know it! It's too late. It doesn't matter now what you will do. It's all a waste of time.
Knuckle back!
You will stay here with us and wait.
Wow. Oh, perfect. This is Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth, it's here, sir. There is a reservoir here, just like in the Rose Garden.
Oh! איפה שאני חשבתי שזה טרמפולינה! במקום זה, זה מעבר מתחת למים! וואו!
Just as I suspected.
What is it?
The two sides of the embassy are mirror images of each other. Which means that there is also a pool at the corresponding location on the Babylonese side. Mr. Coach's body was moved into Babel through the pool in Alabaster.
Objection!
Avoiding the topic with a vague answer like that is unbecoming of a prosecutor. If you don't mind, I would like to see more physical proof if you have any.
A carved by infant, no?
The Iron Infant is positively soaked in water. What do you think that is? It's because he was fished out of the pool. And not just any pool, it was the Babylonese one. I think it's pretty obvious at this point that what must be true.
שהם connected. שהמעברי המים בעצם מחוברים.
The water reservoirs in the two courtyards are connected.
Objection!
And where is your proof that the two sides are connected?
Objection!
The proof is right there before your eyes. The half-drowned Iron Infant. There's a blasted doll! Mr. Edgeworth, I'm back! Hey! Don't tell me. You guys figured it out without me. We did. Thanks to this hero of Justice's son. Even if he's just a doll, he managed to help foil the villain.
Knuckle back!
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor! Look, I don't want to say this, but It's kinda unlikely that the body just happened to have passed through to Babel.
כן, מישהו היה חייב להעביר את הגופה.
This guy's a doll, and he's small, but so I can believe it made it. But
He has a point.
yes, that's right. I'm glad someone here understands. Mr. Edgeworth, are you going to propose that the body can swim through a pipe? You see, Mr. Prosecutor, our chase after this man is far from over.
Jin Lang. Why is he helping Mr. Alba out now? He's not. He realized the flaw in my argument and is helping to move the logic along.
Ken,
In which case, I should return the favor and find an answer.
and another thing. Mr. Coachen's body was found in his office in Babel. So, what happened to his body after he was transported to the open air stage?
לא יודע! אולי הוא עבר בעצם על ידי שינה? Seriously! יש גם את שינה בתוך כל זה! Mr. Alba had an accomplice in Babel, remember?
You mean Sheena, right?
With her there, you can see how it was possible to move the body up to the office.
Objection!
Are you seriously claiming that she swam through the connecting pipe with her body?
He's right! Miss Sheena would drown if she did that. It's hard to imagine that she swam through the connecting pipe.
It looks like your hypothesis about how the body was moved is still only half-baked. In the end, it's all just a befuddled musing of an accusatory man. Oh my god, my Ashley. Now then, I believe you should give up and allow me passage. Because, from the start, there was no feasible method of transporting the body. What? Mr. Prosecutor, recall Sheena's movements.
What was happening in the embassy around the time when Sheena was in Babel? If only there was if only there was a way to get rid of the wire in the pool.
Oh.
זה עכשיו נראה יותר מדי obvious. Get rid of the water? היה שריפה קודם. היה שריפה. לא היה את המים קודם. זה אותו הדבר כמו בדואל דסטיניז. That's it.
No, I believe this time we really are done right.
Objection!
לא, יש לי עוד. Unfortunately for you, it's far from over, Mr. Alba.
You are a most persistent man. Are you saying that you thought of a way to move the body through the water?
For the water? That is completely unrelated to how it was done.
Excuse me?
The reason I say that is because there wasn't any water there at the time.
What do you mean there wasn't any water?
This is what it sounds like. Tonight's events made it possible to drain the water, allowing the body to be moved.
Are you Shanae?
Tonight, the Tagorasa set fire to a variety of locations in the Babylonese embassy. In order to put the fires out, much of the reservoir's water was used. Of course, when the water was used, the reservoir's level
went down. And if enough water was drained, the connecting pipe could be used to traverse the border.
Objection!
So what? The water level went down. The reservoirs were connected. Does any of this matter? You can't prove any of this. Pretending to be ignorant won't work with me. We both know what kind of situation we're in right now. Even in a game, there comes a critical game-changing moment. A moment in which you hit a wall that you must overcome in order to beat the game. I haven't lost yet. I found the route you used to smuggle the body, and our route will lead to your defeat.
Not so fast!
Even if all the water was used by the firefighting effort, you still really can't call that a smuggling route. I know that. I should have figured that you would know this. Hey, Mr. Alba, how deep are those pools anyway? I'll have you know those pools are extremely deep. And there are no ladders or footholds along the walls either. It would be difficult for Sheena to hold the body and climb out of the pool. Ladders or footholds along the walls? There was no need for such a thing. What do you mean? If one were to use a certain something, they could go up or down in the pool at will. Oh, it looks like you've got an answer already. Kasesh is on wire! Kasesh is on wire! Well, what are we waiting for, Mr. Prosker? Enlighten us already. Kasesh is on wire. The way in which Miss Sheena and the body were able to rise up to ground level. If there was a way to control the water level, there could be a way the body was moved. This was used so that the body and Miss Sheena could have moved up and down in the pool.
Take that!
Nope. אוקיי, הייתי צריך לצפות לזה.
Objection!
הייתי צריך כבר לצפות לזה.
Not so fast!
הם ממש עמוקים. חסר שזה הפסלים.
Take that!
לא. Back the boot for censoring, I guess. Want to use a certain something, they could go up and down the pool at will.
are you waiting? Where Sheena moved and the body were able to rise up to ground level. If there was a way to control the water level, there could be a way to the body was moved. Lol.
Take that!
Okay. לא, אוטופליי, oh my god. זה הדבר היחיד שאני יכול לחשוב עליו, זה למה זה היה בבאבל.
Take that!
אבל מצד אחר זה היה מראה סימנים שזה יהיה רטוב. נעשה את זה בשביל לדלג על רוב ה-failed sequence.
Take that!
זה לא הפסד. קצת מבולבל פה. אם יש דרך לשלוט במים, זה יהיה דרך ממש טובה להשתמש בשביל להשתלט על ה-water level. מה יש דרך לשלוט על המים? לא.
Take that!
אני טמבל! My god, הקייס הזה פשוט מעייף אותי! Mr. Alba used the fountain sprouts in a manner of speaking.
He used the fountain sprouts? How so?
The water level in the pools can be controlled by opening and closing the sprouts. Miss Sheena and the body were lifted upward by their buoyancy water. אני לא רוצה להגיד כי הגוף מרחף, אבל המים תמיד ייפתחו וייסגרו לפי ה-water sprouts. Oh my god. The fire on the bubble on east side and the firefighting effort. These were set in motion for the sake of smuggling Mr. Cochin's body. Shall I show you where the final destination of my train of logic leads? First, Mr. Alba closed the fountain sprouts in advance in preparation of things to come. Then he took the pushcart that he brought to the Rose Garden and pushed it along with the Iron Infant and Mr. Cochin's body into the pool. At this time, Miss Sheena was busy conveniently starting the first fire in Babel. She then made for the open air stage's pool to wait for the firefighting effort to begin. אז אני basically צדקתי. מה שמטורף כאן זה שאני basically לא טעיתי, אני פשוט לא הדגשתי את ה-water sprouts, שהם אלה שממלאים את המים. Fuck off!
When the firefighters used the water in that pool, the water level went down. And by the time that the fire was put out, the pipe between the two pools was exposed. This is when she pushed the pushcart. What? This is when she pushed the pushcart from Alabas to Babel. Once that was accomplished, Mr. Alba simply opened the fountain sprouts once more. And the water level rose up to its original level along with Miss Sheena and the body. After that, Miss Sheena used the pushcart to carry the body up to the Secretariat's office. There is an elevator in the embassy after all, so you see, even with her small frame, she could have easily transported Mr. Cochin's body. היי, לא גם שאמר שהאלוויטר היה בעצם בשימוש בזמן של האש הראשון? אם ככה זה מוכיח שזה שינה. And that wraps up my thorough examination of how the body was moved. Well, ex-Ambassador Alba, what do you think? Not so untouchable without your precious extraterritorial rights to protect you, are you? I know you can do it, Mr. Edgeworth. Way to fight back!
Objection!
You accuse me of moving the body across country lines. But when you get down to the nitty-gritty, you don't have what it takes to indict me.
The nitty-gritty? What does the old man want now?
Proof, I believe, is what he seeks. Yes, proof. Without any. Who is to say whether or not any of what you said really happened?
What's proof? What are we going to do, Miss Edgeworth?
There is no need to worry. I've had all the proof we need all along. Oh my god, Oshuv. The body wasn't the only thing to go through the pool's connecting pipe tonight. Just like Detective Gumshoe found the pushcart in the open air stage area, so too did I find one other item there. A pick! And that piece of evidence is what will prove that the pools were the smuggling route. This was another thing that was smuggled in Babel's open air stage. A pick.
Take that!
And what exactly is this?
You have no idea, do you? This little piece that I found on the Babylonese side will be your undoing.
A guitar pick? Will you care to explain how that is going to do me in, as it were?
Much to your chagrin, perhaps, but this is not the guitar pick.
What?
This is something I found at the open air stage, which was transported with the body. I naturally assumed that you would recognize it, since you took a photo with it after all. But since you don't, allow me to show you what this fragment from the stage area belongs to.
Take that!
אני צריך לעשות את זה ישר? חשבתי שזה מבקש ממני להראות את התמונה. פאק אוף, נו באמת.
Take that!
שני התשובות אמורים להיות פה נכונים, פאק אוף. Let's take a good look at the murder weapon that was used to kill Manny Cochin.
On the handle of this knife, there is a beautifully blooming flower.
However, it would appear that it's missing a single petal.
Now, let's see what happens when we try to fit this peak in that slot, in that open slot. It's a perfect fit! I assume that the pair must have fallen off of the flower during Mr. Cochin's murder. And then it was accidentally placed into the pushcart along with Mr. Cochin's body. That's an interesting theory. Interesting story. Nothing more.
Objection!
Oh, I assure you, it's more than just a story. Because for some odd reason, this flower petal was wet when I found it. Oh! It was wet, you say? Yes. And the only place it could have gone wet is from the open air stage's pool. Now I ask you, how did a part of the weapon which was smuggled into the theater wind up in the open air stage area on the Babylonese side of the embassy? I don't think I need to waste any words explaining this, as this spell explains it all for me. It proves that someone went from the Rose Garden's pool through into Babel. Impossible! The people in Zeng 5 have been waiting to see you. Face to face, Mr. Alba. I'll tell everyone back home we'll be there soon. You should be happy. Why? Why? It's a little late to be asking that question. You should have known from the very beginning. When you took your first life. No matter how you may plot, or how you may try to cover it all up, you can never hide from your crime and what you've done. Because we're here to see it. That justice is served to people like you.
Objection!
You can't call what you've given a perfect argument.
You know, I don't think this guy's ever going to admit it to his wrongdoings, Mr. Edgeworth. Because he values himself above all else. People who can't be negotiated with, or people who refuse to admit when they've lost. Don't believe those kinds of people really exist because everyone breaks eventually.
You're right. In that case, I have no choice but to use all of the evidence I have. I'll use it all until he breaks under the weight of his crimes. Mr. Alba, I request that you testify once more. This really will be the end of the line. To be continued. Okay. Sure. אין לי בעיה לעזור לזה סטרץ' לשתי פרקים. The final testimony, קרקס אלבה. אין לי בעיה לעשות לזה סטרץ' לשני פרקים, אז אני אעשה את הפרק של היום פה, שזה בסדר בעיניי. אז כן, כאן היה ירין, פגשת בסרטון עליו הבא שלי, כאוגיף מקווה שנהנתם. וירין, אאוט. ביי חברים, מקווה שאתם נהנים.